So we're off to another tourist site behind the orange curtain. Of course, for some people, there's only one tourist site behind the orange curtain. And that's Disneyland. So I decided I'd ride the old route I used to ride to Disneyland. This isn't exactly that route because I don't usually get on the bike trail over here, but it's a nice place to start. Adds a little mileage from my doorstep anyway to Disneyland. Get on here. This railway bridge here has been here for well over 100 years. Not this particular one, but there's been a rail crossing here for well over 100 years. Over the Santa Ana River. There's the Embassy Suites there in the background, overlooking the Santa Ana River. And I get on Gosell, heading toward the Embassy Suites there, across the river. And I get on this new portion of the trail. I haven't gotten on this part of the trail very much. It's new. It's on the other side, other bank. I'm going to hop on the sidewalk over here. The beauty of the bicycle. You can kind of take little shortcuts like this. You know, it's pretty tight through here. There is a lot of little obstacles on this bit of sidewalk. It is not meant for anything large. I mean, if you had a tricycle or something, it'd be tough to fit. That's Carbon Creek down there. That's where Carbon Creek just kind of meets up with the Santa Ana River. You can see how new all this pavement is. Pretty nice though. Off to the left there's a gravel mining operation. They've been like doing a gravel pit over there forever. Zipping down the trail. We'll switch back here to get up on Lincoln, which is how I used to go to work when I worked at Disneyland as a coder for a little while during the last great economic upheaval of 2008. Cool dog. Cool dog. And out onto Lincoln. I have a feeling it's part of the old Lincoln Highway system. That's why it's called Lincoln. It is an old road. Been running through here for a long time. We got over here onto South Street. I believe this is South Street. I'm going to climb over the 57 freeway. And so, interesting thing about Anaheim is that the old Anaheim Colony had 4 streets around it: north, south, east, and west. So you know when you're inside the old Anaheim Colony, you know the boundaries of that, when you're inside that square of north, south, east, west streets. So this is South Street. I'm like on the south edge of the Anaheim Colony. Cars still driving fast during the pandemic, huh? There's a nice little Southern California neighborhood here. Older part of Anaheim. So I come up on State College. It's called State College because you make a right here, you'll end up in Cal State Fullerton. So South Street does a little zigzag right here. Now I'm really getting into an older part of Anaheim over here. I mean, 50 years old probably. Not 100 or 80, but it's fairly older part of Anaheim here on South Street. So you can see to the left there's a lot more south there, but still Anaheim. So obviously the Anaheim Colony is quite a bit bigger. So on my way to Disneyland here, I did decide, well, I'm going to try and hit all four of the edges of the Anaheim Colony. So here's East Street, got to East Street. Now we're getting into the oldest, so this is the southeast corner of the old Anaheim Colony right here. You can see it looks a bit older. Nothing looks like it's over 100 years old, but there's probably some old buildings here. Maybe back in that recycling center. It's obviously kind of industrial back in here. Then here, boom, they like built it up and they like gentrified it. They preserved this rail line that ran down the street here. Like, I don't know, maybe they're gonna have a streetcar or something, don't know. Still on South Street. On my way to Disneyland. I believe this is an older Episcopalian church, been here for a while. Nice bit of topiary there with the cypress trees. So got to Harbor Boulevard finally. Now I'm make a left. Harbor Boulevard runs right by the front of Disneyland. And if you went there when you were, years ago, that's where you probably got in, was right there on Harbor Boulevard. So I'm going to come down here to Harbor and Ball Road and go into the entrance where when I worked here as a computer programmer, writing code for them. I'd ride over the freeway here, right over I-5. Man, there's so much road. Why do they gotta come so close? Jeez. I mean, there's an empty road, still gotta come that close to me. Whatever. I'm used to it now. So make a left here. This is called Cast Place, because when you work at Disneyland, no matter what your role is, you're a cast member at Disneyland. So this is Cast Place, where you come in, if you're a worker bee, even if you're Snow White or you're a coder, you all come in here. Parking garage for the worker bees, Disney sign there. There's some parking for important people. And that green building there, I worked in there. That's where a lot of that kind of tech stuff is done. Oh, here we go. Leaving Cast Place now, back over the freeway we go. Over there on the lower there bit of the building there, you see that kind of weird pointed up bit of sculpture at the base of that building is meant if a truck goes off or car goes off, keep it from just flying through the lower windows. High-tech building there where they have the Disney offices. So now I'm coming back on Harbor Boulevard, back over the freeway. Here at I-5, crossing over I-5 a bunch of times. Golden State Freeway or the Santa Ana Freeway, depending on what part you're on. So I come on down here to the old entrance. So they got this big, huge, chain link thing here now. They do not let you see in at all to Disneyland. You gotta pay, you want to see in. You gotta pay if you want to see into Disneyland. It was kind of cool when I worked there, walking around these back parts. Monorail there, though. Always cool to see the monorail moving, which it wasn't running today, of course, because it's all closed down. Pandemic. It's a pandemic shutdown. They were coming in the old entrance of Disneyland. And we're driving the sign here, right under the sign. So now I'm south of South Street, you see. So I'm outside of the old Anaheim Colony right now. Just a little bit south. Yeah, about a mile south of South Street. But it was like right outside the old Anaheim Colony where old Walt bought all that acreage. He's actually following old man Knott's lead. Knott's Berry Farm. I'll have to go there, I think. Anyway, here I'm coming down toward Catella. This is all brand new. Ripped all this out and rebuilt it. Beautiful. Now looking like the Vegas Strip or something. There was just a lot of older hotels here about 20 years ago. And it's like a hotel like this, still hanging in. The Alpine Inn, still hanging in. Hotels like this were very common. And they just, everywhere they could just render new landscaping and just rip things to the ground. They have done that because they built California Adventure now. Right here is kind of edges of the California Adventure and not Disneyland. This used to be parking here or hotels. Looking very California-y with all those palm trees, I guess. Those are giant birds of paradise to the right that make such an impenetrable screen that you can't really see into the edges of the California Adventure. Now, here we are over here by the Disneyland Hotel, and this is actually West Street, so this is cool. I'm on West Street. So now I'm on the west side of Anaheim Colony. So it's just on the southwest corner of the old Anaheim Colony where Walt got all the acreage. This has all been redone. Monorail haven't been rerouted. This is all old route of the monorail, which actually zipped into the Disneyland Hotel, which over here you can see still over there. That's where it's going. Now I'm leaving. Riding along West Street here. Sidewalk's pretty nice. And this is all like parking because they put California Adventure where the old parking used to be. So now we have gigantic parking structures here. Gigantic. And all of this new overpass stuff. It's all rather boring, I guess. Excuse my jerky edits. I figured a few edits is better than just endless minutes of rolling by. There's Interstate 5 again, right? So I'm going to Interstate 5 back to Ball Road. I've circumnavigated all of Disneyland, all of Walt's original purchase here. We'll have ridden around it. Okay, I'm gonna come right out here on Ball Road, and I'll be right by Cast Place there, where I went in and showed you where the employees went into Disneyland. Cast Place. Everyone's a cast member at Disneyland. Definitely a strange place to work. What was really surprising, given all the beautiful landscaping there, was that there was no plants inside the office building. There was statues of all the characters, big ones, and Oscars and Emmys and all of these, awards, entertainment awards and stuff like that, and trophy case kind of things, but there was not a single plant inside. Made me think how toxic the air must be inside with all that plastic for statues and formaldehyde and stuff for all of the new furniture that they would regularly bring in. It's just interesting how artificial and controlled it was there at Disneyland. I only worked there for 4 months. So here I am back, getting back to Harbor Boulevard. I've got it in my head that I've gotten South, East, and West Streets. If I go up Harbor, I should get to North Street. I don't really know how far away that is. Feeling a little bit tired because I'm older. And when I first was riding this route, but you know, the road's pretty wide. I'm thinking, I'm feeling energetic. Gonna try and get to North Street. So off I go. Nice old Chevrolet pickup here. Some older Anaheim neighborhood on Harbor, though it starts to get pretty skinny in here. And getting kind of near Anaheim Civic Center, where the courthouse is, and City Hall and stuff like that. Definitely getting older, and streets getting tighter for riding a bike, even during the pandemic. You know, it's hard to find room for the bicycle. So there's another bit of rail line that they preserved inside, middle of the road. So then I cut over here, so I'm going to still have it in my head. I'm going down Clementine, still have it in my head that I can get to North Street. And Anaheim Ducks actually practice here off to the left in this ice rink. It was over that dome. I'm starting to get discouraged. I don't know if I really want to go anymore, but this street looks kind of interesting down through here. Obviously been gentrified a bit. Nice park here, and a theater off to the left. You can see how tall those palm trees are. That's forever. It takes forever for palm trees to get that tall. Those are 75, 80-year-old palm trees, be my guess. So tall. Those were Mexican fan palms, by the way. These are queen palms, these shorter ones here with the longer fronds. And then you get some more shorter fan palms. So here, I finally have found North Street, and I'm so pleased. Here I am. I've hit all four edges of the Anaheim Colony. Little doggy there. And there we are, North Street. So I just keep on North Street down and head home on North Street. Now that's a date palm there to the right. They'll actually have dates on them and stuff. North Street finally ends. They come out here onto La Palma, which is called La Palma because it goes to the town of La Palma, which west of here. If I go west on this road, go to La Palma. If I go east, it'll get me back to there at the 57 and the 91 freeways, and that Embassy Suites on the Santa Ana River that you saw at the beginning. So I'm just going to take La Palma down. More parts of old Anaheim, older Anaheim anyway. This is a huge estate off to the left here with the date palms. I don't know who owns this, but that's a lot of land right there. That's 10 acres easily around these three houses that are on the property with some big outbuildings. And I'm just zipping along, hoping to get a little bit of room. And you can see how skinny the bike lane is, but you know, at least they painted something on the ground for me. Could be worse. There ain't nothing on the ground here. I still ride off to the right though, because don't want to get tagged by people not paying attention. Because that is what happens. People not paying attention, they just tag you. Here I come up on Chantilly, I believe, is what this is called. Gets me onto Frontera. And right here, and off to the left, there's a big sound wall. That is the 91 freeway. There on the left. Zip down Frontera here. Lots of apartment homes and condos and apartments, stuff in here. High population density down here in Frontera. So you definitely riding along, gotta watch out. Somebody might award you the door prize, which could hurt. Watch out for that. And so here we are back, coming back. There's the Embassy Suites overlooking Santa Ana River. We're coming on back. That was my full loop, Disneyland. Nice day to go ride your bike to Disneyland. So I hope you enjoyed your tour, because there ain't much traffic during the pandemic. So I gotta get my dosage of traffic, riding in traffic with cars.